In this video, we're going to share with you how we bought a Cayman GT4 completely unseen at auction. We'll then be going through the Over-rev report and the terrifying experience of taking it to Porsche for their 111-point check, and then hopefully finding a buyer. Okay, we're rolling. So confession time. Saved a Cayman GT4 that I saw was coming soon on Collecting Cars about a week ago. Didn't tell you. Have been bidding on it the last couple of days. Buyer's remorse has hit hard. Happens with lots of auctions because you think like, have I won it because no one else wants it? Or was it a bidding war? It's hard to say, but I am, I'll confess, a little bit terrified.
Okay, so we won a GT4. Why are you worried? You're not normally worried about these.
Generally, I'm worried of Porsche buyers. It's fair to say, and it's completely understandable, they really do their homework. Being a GT4, they're obviously meant to be track focused, and being 10 years old now, the chances are a lot of them have been tracked, and that brings all sorts of questions to the party. And this one, not only is it a club sport, so it has a roll cage, so even more likely to have been tracked, it's also got the carbon ceramic brakes, which, as I'm sure you guys know, really expensive to replace. And at the moment, we've got no idea of the condition of them at all. We've seen the service history in terms of where it's been serviced, but no actual proof of service. There's no rev report, which is a big question for GT4 would-be buyers. And yeah, other than the nice pictures that Collecting Cars always has, we're kind of taking our chances here. So please, please, please wish us luck.
So, Club Sport, don't tell me it's in Scotland.
No.
Please.
No, it's not. I think Scotland gets a bad rap. It's quite a common question when people are buying GT4s, GT3s, is has it been in Scotland because of the potential rust, but we've never actually seen any issues. But it is in Grantham. Don't know where that is, other than I'm sure it's up north, so a bit of a trek, but at least, it's not a flight. So I guess the next step is to call the owner of the car, try and get a date booked in quickly.
See if he's tracked it.
Yep, and hopefully, as we have been in the past, to be fair, pleasantly surprised, because let's face it, this was like, with the spec it's got, an £80,000 car new, people don't take them to their local garage to get serviced. Generally, they're well looked after cars, and even if they're tracked, they're designed for it. Most are over serviced as a result. So I'm going to touch wood, back myself here, and hopefully we haven't made the biggest mistake yet. So there you go, the message we've won. Let's show you a few pictures.
Yeah, let's have a look. Nice.
Yeah, so sapphire blue, it's cool, nice colour. Not sure if I think I like the wheels, but maybe get them done in silver. The only thing, I'll scroll to a picture, is I don't like these yellow decals. Bit over the top.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, not a fan. Reminds you of the Blue Angels, like the American version of the
Fighter
Red
jets.
Arrows. Yeah. Yeah, not a massive fan of the yellow. I can see why someone's done it. It's got carbon ceramics, which means they've got yellow calipers, and it's got yellow contrast stitching inside. So I can see the logic there, but for me, less is more. You do not need to be shouting, I've got a Porsche that many times. It's a bit Joey Tribbiani from Friends, I think. But we can whip those off. Right, so I guess the next step is to call the owner, see when we can pick it up. The scary bit about Collecting Cars is we can't just back off from it because we've already paid Collecting Cars their money, which is close to £4,000. So backing out of it, sorry, Mag, it's not an option. We'll just have to go with it. But yeah, let's see if we can pick it up quickly. See if we can film on site. Otherwise, the next time you see it, we'll be right here.
So, I made tea. Rob got on the phone to the customer and arranged collection of the car. We drove to the train station, jumped on a train to Grantham. The customer didn't want to be on film, and we didn't have much camera battery left anyway, so we haven't got any footage of us actually collecting the car. But as you can see from the following video clips, the car is back safe and sound.
Okay, so here she is. Excuse the sunglasses, but at least you can admire this incredible colour in the sunlight. I'm actually really warmed to the satin platinum wheels. I think it really suits the blue. As you will have noticed, the yellow is gone. We're doing photographs today, so we think it just looks way better as it is. And we had the inkling this car might have PPF, and it does. From new, full PPF, and the bodywork, as you'd expect, is in great condition as a result. There's the odd mark in the PPF itself, but the paintwork is bang on. Wheels are perfect. Brakes have loads of life. You can't tell just visually, but our experience selling, buying lots of these cars is we're confident the brakes are in good condition, but crucially, we will be sending it to Porsche to do their 111-point check. That's for us as well as the next customer. But yeah, just over the moon guys. The condition of it is just amazing. But having said all that, I am absolutely myself because there's one last thing we need to do, and that is the over-rev report. Everyone asks for it, so we have to do it. And as of yet, we've got no idea what the condition of the report is. So next shot will be us climbing under the dashboard to get to the OBD port, and let's see. Wish us luck.
Okay, so the over-rev report. As Rob was saying, everybody asked for it, so we've got to do it. It's pretty simple when you've got the equipment to do the test. We use the Durometric system. It's pretty easy. Key in the ignition, use the OBD port on the left-hand side, plug it in, power the system up. We select the closest match to the GT4, which is a 981 Boxster. And as you can see, Rob celebrating. He was ecstatic. It had readings from 1, 2, and 3, but nothing in 4, 5, and 6. So crucially, that meant that we could still get the car warranted, or the next customer could, if they so wanted to, at Porsche main dealer. Okay, so we are on the way to Porsche Tonbridge to get the car inspected, get the 111-point check done, get that signed off, and then that's one more box ticked on the way to get the car sold and handed over to the new owner. So just left base. Rob is in situ, taxiing in the Amarok. We are just making our way down the A21 towards London. And they will do. Complimentary.
This is, I believe, a Gen 2 Turbo S. Not sure what the green is, but looks gorgeous. And I love that it doesn't have a turbo badge.
So we left the car with Porsche. They had it for a couple of days whilst they did the 111-point check and an oil service. Porsche Tonbridge were kind enough to put the vehicle on one of their inspection ramps for us so we could show you around quickly. I'm going to hand back over to Rob on the day that we went back to collect the GT4.
So here she is. We're collecting from Porsche Tonbridge today. It's had an oil change, but also more importantly, the 111-point check. Takes a few hours for them to do. They go through every sort of aspect of the car. Really, it's for people that want to get a warranty, but we wanted it for confidence, really. The only thing they've picked up on is the handbrake needed adjusting, so that's been done, as well as the oil change. And the only thing really we want to do next is get some new boots on the front. They're a bit low, so for the next owner, which will hopefully be someone picking the car up at the weekend, we're going to put a new set of Cup 2s And that's it really. So look forward to get it back to base, get it washed, detailed, and hopefully the next time you see it, it'll be driving away. You can put it down now, Steve. Cheers. Surely we need hot chocolate for the B-roll. Oh yes. Choco milk. Are you mic'd up now then?
I am now.
Oh right. You want to drive it?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, just to interject, we were under a lot of pressure that day actually, because someone who's interested in pretty much from day one of the advert going live wanted it and was pushing it. We had to get finance over the line and get it all ready for the Saturday, I believe, in the end. So we had to get the tyres done. You had a couple of bits you wanted to do as well?
Yep, yeah, so a previous owner had wing risers fitted. So it's a slightly common mod on the Porsche GT4 where people remove the rear wing and the legs that they essentially sit on and then fit risers to it so it sits a little bit higher and looks a bit more prominent at the rear of the car. They hadn't fit the boots which surround the leg supports back properly, so had to get them removed, recut some proper double-sided tape that was going to last, get all that fitted back up, and that was done on the 15th, I believe, which is coming up in the video just before that customer was pushing for the handover on the 16th, which was, yeah, tight.
But we still had to get the car detailed. And of course, we are a small operation, I was going to say. So we had other cars to get sorted as well.
Yeah.
We're not selling not just a GT4 dealer.
Fortunately, as we've mentioned, the car was full PPF, so there's not a whole lot we could do, but you can still polish a car that's PPF, and if it's got some hazy marks in it, if you're very careful and you know what you're doing, you can do that, so we did. We also went meticulously over the interior and made sure it was as spotless as possible, because we obviously want the car to look as new as possible for the next owner. Right, we're rolling. GT4's just gone. It's been 24 hours since the handover. How do you feel the whole process went?
Happy. I mean, we did what we needed to do. I think, to pat ourselves on the back, it was a balance of experience versus risk. We've bought and sold a lot of these cars. We could glimmer just what we needed off collecting cars, and just took the risk based on it being a pretty low mileage car. A low owner car, so yeah.
Took the risk on a rev report.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a big one. I mean, in reality, that's a few weeks back now, but that was sleepless nights. I won't lie to you, but fundamentally, everything else was perfect. Really, more than I could have wished for. And I've said to you before, the reality is, I think there's a conception that, or perception even, that dealers make loads of money off cars, which just isn't true. So sometimes you've got to risk it for a biscuit, and we did in that case, made an educated guess with bidding on that car, and it's paid off. So really happy, and onwards and upwards to the next one.
Yeah, and as we found out recently, GT4s are in. I've got a friend who wants one. He actually sent us a link to the one that we've just bought and sold and said this looks nice. I was like, too slow.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll cover that in the buying guide about the age-old debate of do you need the buckets, 918 buckets, or are the adaptive comfort seats the way to go for these cars? So we'll talk about that. But he's adamant he wants buckets.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which means you have to pay to play.
And people on the forums are saying if you want one with buckets, 65 grand at least.
Exactly.
So yeah, we'll talk about all that. What's next though? We bought an Alpine. That's on the way. We've taken a Z3 in part exchange.
Yeah, that's a cool little thing.
A couple videos coming through on both of them.
And I've literally just got off the phone to Chris Harris, who wants my Lotus at least, which is kind of the day I didn't want that phone call. As much as a good guy Chris is, it's not a car I want to sell. It is purely to help from the business, to hear someone tell me how he wants the car to keep forever, which is exactly where I was a couple of years ago with the car. It's my dream, at least. It's a Sport 190, very rare car. So it's like I'm nodding along, thinking, am I making a horrendous decision? But he has promised me if he was able to sell it, he'd offer it to me back first. So let's see if we can get Chris on camera. I heard he does a thing or two on YouTube. So yeah, mega busy. We've got a viewing on our Focus RS today. I've got to get back to a guy on our X3M. Got to get Cayenne photographed.
RS5 photographed.
RS5, yeah. So we're busy boys, and then we're messing around with cars tomorrow, aren't we? So
yep, yeah. So I guess we'll catch back up with everyone with an Alpine, BMW Z3 video maybe.
Yeah, bit of a stock catch up.
Yeah.
Thanks. Right then, over and out. Thanks, guys. If you're watching this video, the chances are you may be on the hunt for a GT4 yourself. This isn't a pitch to come to us, but what we're gonna do is a more in-depth buying guide. So we've obviously seen and not bought some cars, and we've bought and sold quite a few now. So we're gonna share in-depth on that. So look out, there might even be a pop-up on this video to go for our...
It will be, yeah. Once it's done, there'll be a pop-up somewhere with a link to it, and it'll be linked down below to this video, but that will definitely be after this video's uploaded, so keep an eye out for it currently if you're watching before that pops up.
That's one. All right then. Well, if you are looking for a GT4, we're very jealous, and good luck.